I get more calls from people wanting to move again, not because they don't like Las Vegas, but because they picked the wrong version of it. In this video, I'm going to be taking a deep dive into the mistakes that people make when moving to Las Vegas. We're going to break it down for you so you don't have to make those same mistakes. So we're going to be talking about driving in the city. We're going to be talking about locations. We're going to be talking about communities. We're going to be talking about all the things that you don't necessarily think of when you think about moving to Las Vegas. What I'm telling you, when you get here, they are very real and they might just be enough to feel like you're making a mistake. So again, in this video, we're going to be breaking it all down for you so you have a better understanding and don't make some of those big mistakes when you're considering a move to Las Vegas. Whether your dream is to get out of the cold, I'm saying that and it's actually a little chilly here today, you're dreaming about new construction, you're dreaming about that perfect 55 and over community, or you're dreaming about all the amazing activities that there are here to do in Las Vegas, there's still some concerns about picking what's going to be right for you. And again, we're going to be talking about all of these things that you want to, again, just know about and understand. So when you move to Las Vegas, you don't need to move like 2 years later. So let's jump into it right now. Hi, if you're new here, thank you so much for being with us. My name is Jennifer Graff with the New Home Experts at Douglas Elliman Real Estate here in beautiful Las Vegas. And I help people just like you not only find the right home, but find the perfect location and in the community that they want to be in. Again, this is not about the Zillow. It is not about just pictures in a brochure. It's about truly living the lifestyle that you want to create for yourself here in Las Vegas. So we are here in the beautiful Uncommons here in Southwest Las Vegas. I absolutely love it here. Peter's not so sure about the Earth Cafe, which is out of Southern California. I actually really like it. It's maybe kind of healthy. You're saying, eh. So I'm saying maybe lunch is out for later. Anyway, so one of the things I want to mention before we get started is really talking about the lifestyle here. And one of the things that I feel that is really important is not to download just a relocation guide or not to download a retirement guide, but I do have a lifestyle guide. I'm going to put the picture here and then the link will be down below. If you truly want to understand what it's like to be a Las Vegas local, I have been here just about 20 years and really have experienced life here for the last 20 years. I raised both my sons here. And if you want to know what it really feels like to be a local, because that's really what it's all about, then go ahead and download my lifestyle guide. I'd love to share with you all the restaurants and all the things that I love to do living here in Las Vegas. I just want to say that we have found a great little spot over here with the heaters are on. So I was able to take off my jacket and it feels really good. I can't believe there's not more people over here that have figured that out. Anyway, the first thing I want to jump into is mistake number one. And that's the driving here in Las Vegas. Now, again, I know a lot of people come from other cities, well, let's just say like LA or Chicago or definitely Washington, D.C., that obviously traffic is much more significant there. We just don't have that same kind of traffic level. However, we do have a very unique set of people here in Las Vegas. Most people are from somewhere else. You get a lot of tourists that don't necessarily where they're going. And then there's people out at all times of the day and night. So essentially driving here can be a little bit of a sport. So one of the things that is a really big important thing is that when you pick a neighborhood that you're going to live in, make sure you're comfortable with the drive as far as where is your doctor's office? Where do you grab your coffee? Where are your favorite restaurants? Where's the gym that you go to? You want to make sure that everything's within a pretty close proximity because driving here can be very challenging, especially when you're getting older, 50s, 60s, 70s. And there are certain times of the day and night you are not going to want to be out. And I'll be very honest here, just recently we have had a slew of very horrific accidents out here in Las Vegas, even over the last few days with the weather that we've been having. So the driving is real. So make sure you understand that and make sure when you're picking that community that you're picking something close by where everything that you would like to do is in with a 10 or 15-minute drive. Okay, number two, and I'm just going to say, because you're absolutely right, Peter, it does smell like pizza, and I don't know if it's coming from Earth Cafe. or that like Italian sandwich place that I really want to try. And it is getting close to lunchtime as well, so I think Peter and I are both feeling that. But okay, jumping into mistake number 2, and this is another big one because HOAs are just different here in Las Vegas. And a lot of people that I talk to originally when I get on the phone, they say to me, I don't want any sort of HOA. I don't want any rules. I don't want any regulations. I just want to be able to live completely free of HOAs. And here is the thing that can be a problem because let's be honest, Las Vegas, super transient, and Las Vegas, well, let's be honest as well, people like to Airbnb and do things like that, right? So the thing is, if you decide to go without an HOA at all, you really don't have any oversight over your neighbors. So if they're going to put a pink dinosaur in their front yard, and believe me, I've seen some interesting stuff, there is really nothing you can do about it. If they're going to be doing, again, certain things in their house that is not going to make you happy, you really have very limited recourse. So it's just something to consider, not having an HOA at all. And then, of course, here's the flip side. You have to decide if that HOA that you're buying into is something that you're going to feel comfortable with. And one of the things here that they do when you do purchase real estate here in Las Vegas is that you have an opportunity to review all of those CC&Rs, and you have an opportunity to review all of the rules and regulations and even review the budget numbers. Because again, you want to make sure that not only that the numbers are okay for you and should that HOA go up, or if there's a special assessment, or if you're comfortable with the things that they allow you or don't allow you to do. Maybe you like parking in your driveway. Maybe you like having guests being able to park on the street. These are all really important because it does really come down to how you want to live and spend your time here in Las Vegas and whether or not that HOA is really something you want to live with. Okay, so we are here in the Uncommons, and I was just thinking, like, I haven't heard of this place yet, Sticks Asia. But then we were talking because we're looking at everything. So again, here we are. This is the Uncommons here. And we were talking about either eating lunch here or going over to the Durango Casino. But again, this just really kind of wanted to show you neighborhoods, right? So this is all single family residential. Here you have UNLV. There you have a really nice big IKEA. Oh, and this is exciting. This is going to be a future Lifetime Fitness. So one of the reasons that we're discussing all of this is really neighborhoods and where you want to be and what you want to be close to, right? So not only do you want something that's going to be a beautiful home, but you want something that's going to be an easy drive, and then you want something that essentially there's going to be a lot close by. So here in the Southwest, I love showing you that map because again, you really get a sense of everything that's here already and everything that's going to be going into the beautiful Southwest. So here's one of the things that I help you do is really locate that neighborhood vibe that is going to be right for you. Oh, Peter, this is all right, so here's all the restaurants here. That's Earth Cafe, which I do like. But this is that Italian sandwich place that's supposed to be amazing. So would you want to try that for lunch? I don't know, it could be kind of cool. Italian sandwiches, they're supposed to be, actually, I think the original restaurant is somewhere in Italy. I don't remember if it was Florence or Rome or something, but I think we should go check it out. All right, well, this leads me directly into mistake number 3, and this is a really big one. And honestly, it comes up a lot, and actually, I just had it come up recently. So mistake number 3 is choosing a location, well, not necessarily a view or the house and a location without really considering the lifestyle. And one of the reasons I want to bring that up is because I recently had a gentleman I was talking to. You might know who he is because he currently lives in Florida. And we were talking about a beautiful house that he found. And he's like, I love this house. I love the pool. I love the area and everything like that. But then in further conversation, he had been telling me all about the things that he likes to do or doesn't like to do and what kind of things he'd like to do when he lives here and the option and the ability to meet other people. And one of the things I said is like, listen, this is a beautiful house. I love it. I love the pool. It is a great location. But most of the people that are going to be living in this neighborhood are going to be families, and they're not necessarily going to be the right fit for the lifestyle that you're looking for, and probably are not going to be retired, and they're not going to want to play pickleball or play cards or do the things that you're going to want to do in the age group that you're in. So something to really consider, because I know people get online and they find houses and things that they love as far as whether it's a view or the house itself, but you really want to consider the community and the lifestyle that you're building for yourself, because that is a big one that I run into quite a bit, and that is mistake number 3. Okay, mistake number 4, and this is honestly part of mistake number 3 is mistake number 4, and this is truly picking the wrong community. And let's face it, let's talk about 55 and over, because I do get a lot of phone calls where people are like, oh, I'm 55, I'm 65, I'm 70, and I don't want to live in a 55 and over community. Totally fine. Believe me, I get it. But the fact is that it is still something, if we're going to meet and talk about opportunities for you, it's definitely something we should at least explore, so you can even just rule it out. Because the fact is, there's one thing, I think a lot of people have rose-colored glasses when they think about moving to Las Vegas. And believe it, yeah, it's super exciting. It's a great place to live. But a lot of times, again, people make a mistake and they end up in a community that just isn't going to be the right fit. So one of the things that we're really going to do together is really sit down and talk about, what do you like to do? Is it important to be near a movie theater, some restaurants, or do you prefer to be in a resort-style community, maybe in Lake Las Vegas? Do you like to golf? Are you really going to golf? Or is it just something that you think you're going to do when you move to Las Vegas? These are all really important questions and things to talk about and really hash out before you sign on that dotted line, whether it's going to be 55 and over or something completely different. Let's really make sure that you're making the right decision so you're not calling me in 18 months to sell your house. Mistake number 5. And I can't believe I'm going to go into mistake number 5 and honestly have a sandwich practically the size of my head that we're eating for lunch right now. But that is not mistake number 5. Mistake number 5 is overlooking healthcare. I know Las Vegas, it's super fun and you're not going to need healthcare, but you really are. So the thing is, really think about where your location is. What's the nearest hospital? What is the nearest doctor's office? What kind of physicians you need going forward? It's really important to understand that you do find the right specialists and the right people that can help you here. Or honestly, consider what physicians or specialists that you might need to still be in communication with if you do move to Las Vegas, because all of those things are super real. I know it's not really fun to talk about. I'd much be rather eating or talking about the beautiful Italian sandwich I have right now. But let's be real, mistake number 5, healthcare. We all got to talk about it, and it is something you really need to think about and have a plan for before you move to Las Vegas. Mistake number 6, and it's funny how the most obvious one sometimes gets overlooked. We live in a desert. It gets really hot here during the summer. Yeah, you might know that, but do you really know? Do you really know? I show property sometimes. It's legit like 117 outside, and I don't even want to tell you what the temperature is when I get in my car. And yes, this might be a great opportunity to talk about maybe getting a Tesla. I get it. But the reality is that it does get really hot here during the summer, and it can last a really long time. And here's the thing that's kind of interesting is that this past summer, 2025, actually wasn't really one of our hottest summers. The summer before 2024, oh my God, hot as Hades, and it lasted well into the end of October. So what do? Well, you need a plan. First of all, one of the most important things, if you have pets, especially of course a dog, make sure that you are walking them either early in the morning or late into the evening when the sun goes down, because I'm telling you, it stays hot. That pavement is hot for a really long time. Also, have a plan for yourself. When do you want to exercise? When do you want to get outside? And making plans for, again, maybe not being outdoors during the hottest time of the day. One of the things I always like to do, honestly, I always try to get out of here between the end of July, early August. I kind of like to take a week or two in that summertime, because by the time I get back, you can kind of roll into September when it does start to cool off. But I'm telling you, The heat in Las Vegas is real. Do not discount it because, again, it does affect your lifestyle here during the summer. So mistake number 6, the Las Vegas heat. In this video, we talked about 6 really important and very real mistakes you can make if you're considering a move to Las Vegas. And honestly, there's actually more that we're not even going to get in today. But if we do have a conversation, it is something we're going to chat about because, again, my goal here is not only to find you a beautiful house, not only to get you a great price on that beautiful home, but really make sure that you're understanding all the possible pitfalls that you can run into if you are moving here to Las Vegas. So if you are thinking about your next chapter here in Las Vegas, whether it's for retirement or just to reinvent yourself in our absolutely amazing city, I would love to help you really pick the right home for you. Again, I am going to mention here again to download my lifestyle guide. Picture here, the link will be down below. All of some really great information about living here in Las Vegas. Today it is the middle of November, and it turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day. It was a little chilly earlier, but it has warmed up beautifully. This truly is an amazing city to live in. I absolutely love it here, and I would love to share that passion with you. So here's the thing. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video today. We really appreciate you. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you next time.